The warm spring sun bathes the bustling street outside the Street Charles Herald office. A day like any other. A hand carefully tacks a small, stark announcement onto a weathered bulletin board, its surface worn by time. The paper, yellowed with age and slightly faded ink, whispers tales of days gone by. Words emerge with chilling clarity. Missing Mrs. Evelyn Duval. Reward for information leading to her safe return. A somber, mysterious tone settles over the vibrant street, a stark contrast to the lively day. The grand Duval plantation sprawls under the sun, its white columns gleaming with an air of imposing elegance. A wide gallery stretches across the facade, hinting at opulent gatherings and hidden histories. Manicured grounds extend like a vibrant green carpet, reaching towards the distant, shimmering Mississippi River. This outward display of order and prosperity hides a subtle, unnerving quiet that permeates the very air. A palpable, unsettling stillness hangs over the plantation, whispering of secrets beneath its polished surface. The grand gallery of the Duval plantation gleams under the daylight, its polished floors reflecting an unsettling perfection. The silence in the immaculate home is profound, almost suffocating, hinting at unspoken histories. A single, ornate chair stands empty, a stark sentinel in the meticulously arranged, pristine room. The sterile environment of the seemingly perfect home feels untouched, a frozen tableau of quiet grandeur. In the opulent drawing room of the Duval plantation, Evelyn Duval sits with perfect posture, a picture of refined grace. Her elegant poise hides a restless energy, betrayed by the subtle flicker in her eyes. Her gaze, however, bypasses the lavish interior, fixed instead on the world beyond the window. Her eyes, a window to her soul, hint at a yearning for a life beyond her gilded cage. A silent rebellion brews within her, as her spirit longs for freedom beyond the confines of her luxurious prison. Inside Evelyn's private study at Duval Plantation, books are stacked precariously, a testament to intellectual chaos. Amidst the plantation's meticulous order, Evelyn, in a simple gown, is lost in thought, reading intently. Her fingers trace the lines of a book by Rousseau, a forbidden pleasure in this rigid world. A flicker of defiance plays across her features, a silent rebellion against societal expectations. The soft light of day illuminates the room, highlighting the quiet intensity of her intellectual pursuit. In 1845, Evelyn's private study is a sanctuary, a world where forbidden knowledge sparks a nascent fire of defiance. The Duval Plantation dining room, opulent and aglow with candlelight, reflects off polished silver and sparkling crystal. Gerard Duval, impeccably dressed, presides at the head of the long table, his movements precise and clinical. His sharp, assessing gaze sweeps across the diners, a predatory glint in his eyes. His eyes linger on Evelyn, a chilling air of ownership replacing any hint of affection. Under a relentless sun, a vast expanse of cotton fields stretches endlessly, a stark landscape of toil and suffering. Enslaved workers toil in the distance, their figures small against the immense, unforgiving fields. The harsh light glares off the white cotton, a symbol of the wealth built on human cost. Each plant represents a thread in the intricate web of Gerard's power, woven with the lives of others. The silent fields whisper of the brutal order that governs this plantation, a testament to human endurance. The scene is a stark reminder of the immense human cost behind the opulent facade of wealth and power. Sunlight streams through tall library windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the silent air of the Duval plantation. Henry Carter, with intelligent eyes, meticulously arranges books on shelves, his calloused hands moving with careful precision. His movements are precise and thoughtful, a silent reverence for each volume he places. The quiet library hums with unspoken stories as Henry continues his meticulous work, a scholar's dedication in every touch. Evelyn enters the hushed library, a sanctuary of knowledge, her gaze drawn by Henry's quiet devotion to the ancient tomes. Henry meticulously cleans the spines of books, each stroke a silent testament to his reverence for history. Their eyes meet across the room, a spark of mutual recognition, igniting an unspoken understanding between them. The air crackles with an unvoiced connection, a silent acknowledgement of kindred spirits amidst the dusty shelves. In a vivid flashback to 1846, Evelyn's slender finger delicately traces a passage about liberty in a worn, philosophical text. The ornate script of the ancient book contrasts sharply with the stark, powerful words Evelyn emphasizes. Her elegant finger lingers, highlighting a silent declaration of her profound inner yearning for freedom. The aged pages hold secrets, each word resonating with a timeless desire for liberation. A silent declaration of an inner yearning for freedom is etched onto the page, a testament to her spirit. Sunlight streams through tall, arched windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air of the grand library. Evelyn, elegant and intelligent, meticulously organizes a section of leather-bound tomes, her movements precise. Henry, thoughtful and scholarly, sits at a large mahogany desk, his quill scratching softly on parchment. Their initial exchanges about book categorization are polite, almost formal, a delicate dance of intellect. As time passes, their voices drop, becoming hushed and conspiratorial, secrets shared in the quiet room. A palpable, unspoken understanding hums between them, a silent current in the otherwise still air. In 1846, lantern light flickers in the Duval Plantation library, casting dancing shadows across the high-ceilinged room. Evelyn and Henry lean close, their faces illuminated by the soft glow, their hands gesturing animatedly. They discuss a worn philosophical text, their hushed voices a conspiratorial murmur. An intense intellectual connection crackles between them, a silent rebellion against the ornate, stifling room. Their eyes gleam with shared understanding, defying the rigid expectations of their era. In a dimly lit hallway of the Duval plantation, unseen, Gerard stands cloaked in shadow, a silent sentinel in 1846. The oppressive silence from the library is broken only by a low, indistinct murmur of voices, piquing his suspicions. His face, a rigid mask of controlled anger, betrays the turmoil within as he strains to decipher the hushed tones. Gerard's eyes narrow to slits, piercing the gloom, each line of his face etched with intense, focused fury. He leans closer, his ear pressed to the heavy door, every fiber of his being straining to catch a single revealing word. The brutal sun beats down mercilessly on vast acres of cotton fields, a relentless, unforgiving sky above. Henry, his face grim, is etched with sweat and dust, his movements weary and rhythmic under the oppressive heat. His hands, once delicate and accustomed to parchment, are now rough and calloused from the coarse cotton bolls. Each arduous movement is a deliberate, cruel punishment, a stark degradation of his former life. The relentless physical labor defines his existence, a brutal testament to his agonizing transformation. In Gerard's study, the air crackles with tension as Evelyn stands before him, her voice trembling yet her posture defiant. Gerard's face remains a chilling mask of indifference, his eyes cold and unyielding. His hand rises, a slow, deliberate motion that portends violence. With a swift, brutal strike, Gerard's hand connects, a cold, calculated warning echoing through the room. Evelyn recoils instantly, a gasp catching in her throat. Her hand flies to her cheek, a stark testament to the pain and shock of the moment. Inside Evelyn's bedroom, the dim light casts long shadows across her face. A fresh, dark bruise blooms on Evelyn's cheek, a stark testament to recent violence. Her eyes, once wide with terror, now hold a distant, unsettling resolve. The pain, instead of shattering her, has forged a fierce, unyielding determination within her soul. Evelyn sits on her bed, a silent testament to a spirit unbroken by brutality. In the Duval Plantation library, disarray reigns, shelves still askew from a recent upheaval, a silent testament to chaos. Henry, a man with a renewed sense of purpose, meticulously sifts through books and papers, his movements precise and determined. His gaze, sharp and knowing, occasionally meets Evelyn's, a silent acknowledgement passing between them, charged with unspoken meaning. An unspoken agreement hangs heavy in the air, a shared understanding of the immense stakes that bind their fates. The quiet intensity between them speaks volumes, a powerful bond forged in the crucible of shared purpose and looming danger. Gerard, impeccably dressed, emerges from the grand Duval plantation house, a figure of refined elegance against the opulent backdrop. He steps into a waiting carriage, the polished wood gleaming under the morning sun, his movements precise and deliberate. Before settling in, Gerard casts a final, piercing gaze back at the sprawling mansion, a silent farewell heavy with unspoken emotion. The carriage lurches forward, its wheels crunching on the gravel driveway, beginning its journey towards the distant city of New Orleans. Above, the sky begins to darken with gathering clouds, a subtle hint of an impending storm mirroring the journey's uncertain path. The plantation house recedes into the distance, its grandeur slowly swallowed by the changing sky as Gerard's journey unfolds. The sky above Duval Plantation darkens ominously, a bruised purple bleeding into the horizon, foreshadowing a brewing storm. Heavy rain begins to fall, drumming a rhythmic, insistent beat on the veranda roof, a symphony of impending chaos. Evelyn stands at the veranda's edge, her silhouette framed by the tempest, her gaze fixed on the approaching storm. A palpable sense of anticipation emanates from Evelyn's posture, as if she awaits a profound revelation within the storm's embrace. In the Grand Duval Plantation Library, Evelyn, in a simple gown, sips tea from a delicate porcelain cup. Her eyes, heavy with a quiet melancholy, slowly scan the familiar oak shelves and rich tapestries. She commits every detail to memory, a silent farewell in her gaze. Behind a heavy leather-bound book, a small, well-packed satchel lies hidden, a secret promise of departure. In the opulent library, Henry enters with silent, purposeful strides, his presence a hushed determination. He meets Evelyn's gaze, a silent exchange of shared hope, fear, and unwavering resolve passing between them. Their hands move in unison, plucking books from the shelves, each volume a key to untold secrets. With practiced precision, they reveal hidden compartments, their movements a dance of urgent discovery. The heavy tomes are gently set aside, unveiling the dark, mysterious voids behind them, a shared breath, a silent promise. As they delve deeper into the library's hidden depths, their quest unfolding. In Evelyn's bedroom, a single oil lamp casts a soft, flickering glow, revealing an elegant, yet sparsely furnished space. Evelyn's face, a canvas of determination and apprehension, is illuminated by the dim light. With practiced grace, Evelyn carefully places personal letters into a small satchel, each movement precise. A delicate locket, a treasured keepsake, follows the letters into the satchel, a silent farewell. Next, a practical, unassuming dress is folded and added, signaling a journey of stark necessity. Her movements are a fluid, efficient ballet, a well-rehearsed dance of quiet departure. In the ominous night of the 10th of April 1847, a quivering hand, Evelyn's, clutches a pen, knuckles white with fear. She scribbles a frantic entry into a small, worn journal, words pouring onto the page with desperate urgency. The ink bleeds slightly, a dark stain mirroring the terror that grips her heart. Her voice whispers from the shadows, "Cannot delay any longer," he suspects. The journal entry abruptly ends, leaving a chilling void, a silent scream hanging in the air. Her final, haunting words echo, "Would sooner see you dead than." Pre-dawn darkness hangs heavy over the Mississippi riverbank, a thick mist clinging to the air, blurring the world. Through the veil of rain, a riverboat's soft lights glow, a beacon in the lonely bend of the river. The rhythmic patter of falling rain creates a solemn symphony, echoing the river's steady flow. From the shadows, two figures emerge, heavily cloaked, their forms indistinct in the driving rain. They move with cautious intent, their steps hushed, as if fearing to disturb the pre-dawn stillness. In the cramped riverboat cabin, Evelyn and Henry sit close, a silent tableau of tension and hope at dawn. Evelyn's face, hidden by a veil, hints at a world of unspoken fears and desperate longing. Henry's gaze, sharp and unwavering, remains fixed on the door, a vigilant sentinel against unseen threats. The gentle rocking of the riverboat offers a fragile lullaby, a momentary illusion of peace amidst their flight. A hushed whisper, a single word of destination, Philadelphia, hangs in the air, charged with meaning. Another breathy utterance, freedom, echoes the profound yearning for a life unburdened by chains. Gerard's carriage sloshes through the muddy driveway of Duval Plantation, wheels churning through puddles left by a recent storm. The air hangs heavy and still, an oppressive calm after the tempest. Gerard steps out, his face a mask of seething fury as he surveys the silent, seemingly empty house. His eyes narrow, searching for any sign of life in the desolate surroundings. The quiet house stands ominously, reflecting Gerard's enraged and disbelieving gaze. Under the scorching sun, the vast Duval plantation grounds stretch endlessly, silent save for the desperate search. Grim-faced overseers lead search parties, fanning out across fields and through dense foliage, their resolve etched in sweat. Dogs bark excitedly, handlers urging them forward, leashes taut, their frantic energy mirroring the desperate search. Despite the relentless effort, the frantic search yields nothing, a chilling void where hope once flickered. A profound silence hangs over the grand house, a mocking counterpoint to Gerard's seething, unseen rage. Though Gerard is nowhere to be seen, his fury is palpable, a heavy, suffocating presence in the air. A stark headline screams from an aged newspaper, the ink a dark stain against the yellowed page. The words are clear, damning, etched for all to see. Respected planter's wife, abducted by slave. The narrative solidified, a convenient lie, promises a reward, $1,000. Another chilling line declares, Henry to be captured dead or alive. The bold, unforgiving type on the brittle paper seals a fate, a public decree of injustice. In Sheriff Wilkinson's office, the air is thick with the scent of old paper and pipe tobacco, hinting at untold stories. Sheriff Thomas Wilkinson, methodical and observant, sits across from Rachel, Evelyn's maid, his eyes fixed on her. Rachel's gaze remains fixed on her clasped hands, avoiding Wilkinson's intense stare, a silent testament to her unease. Wilkinson listens intently, a small notepad open before him. As Rachel reveals, Mistress had been packing quietly for days. Wilkinson nods, writing in his notepad, a subtle understanding dawning in his eyes. Thank you, Rachel. That's all for now. In April 1847, Wilkinson's hand, precise and deliberate, meticulously chronicles details in a private notebook. The pen scratches across the aged paper, capturing the hushed confession. Rachel's statement repacking. The stark revelation continues, removed from official file. The unsettling truth unfolds. Several books missing, personal jewelry gone, no sign of struggle. In Sheriff Wilkinson's office, the air hangs heavy as the weary sheriff faces a gruff riverboat captain across a scarred wooden desk. The captain, his face etched with tales of the river, shifts, his gaze unwavering as he speaks. He describes a mysterious pair, a veiled white woman, a black man seated close beside her, traveling to New Orleans. Wilkinson's eyes narrow, a question of coercion hanging in the air. Did she appear forced? The captain's answer, a stark reflection of the times. No more than any woman traveling with a man. Inside his study, Gerard paces, a whirlwind of barely contained frustration and agitated movements. He gestures emphatically, his voice a tight wire of anger and humiliation as he addresses Wilkinson. His words cut through the tense air, revealing a deep-seated resentment and betrayal. Gerard recounts the unsettling accusations. Henry had grown unstable. He accused me of fixation. His eyes flash with a mix of fury and wounded pride. The memory of Henry's words, a fresh wound. In Gerard's opulent study, the only sound is the rhythmic scratch of Wilkinson's pen, a quiet tension filling the air. Gerard leans in, his voice a chilling whisper. I would sooner see her dead than shamed. Wilkinson, unfazed, meticulously jots down the damning words in his private notes. The heavy words hang in the air, a silent testament to the dark secrets unfolding in the room. The bustling New Orleans docks teem with life as sailors unload cargo and merchants hawk their wares, filling the air with the scent of salt and spices. Wilkinson's men, grim-faced and determined, weave through the crowds, their eyes scanning every face, a cold resolve etched upon them. They question weary dock workers, their voices sharp with urgency, but the answers they receive are unhelpful, leading to dead ends. The trail has gone cold, the sheer anonymity of the city swallowing Evelyn and Henry whole, as if they were never there. Frustration mounts for the search party, their tired faces reflecting the growing despair of their fruitless quest. The vibrant chaos of the docks offers no solace, only the crushing weight of an unsolved mystery. Under a bleak gray winter sky, the Duval plantation stands desolate, a skeletal reminder of its past glory. The once vibrant estate now feels like a tomb, its former life a distant, haunting memory. Gerard surveys the scene, his face a mask devoid of emotion as he oversees the property's sale. The bitter wind whispers through barren branches, echoing the sorrow of a fading legacy. Each gust carries the weight of unspoken goodbyes, a final farewell to a once proud home. Gerard's gaze, cold and distant, embodies the finality of the moment, the end of an era. Against the inky blackness of the 1849 night, the Duval mansion erupts in a horrifying inferno, a beacon of destruction. Flames devour the grand estate, painting the sky with a hellish glow. The roar of the fire is a monstrous symphony, drowning out all other sounds as it consumes everything. Flickering shadows dance like malevolent specters, their movements mirroring the house's agonizing demise. Though lightning will be blamed, the blaze possesses a chilling, almost deliberate quality, a cleansing fire. The once grand house crumbles into ash and embers, a monument to ruin against the dark night. Under the scorching 1966 sun, an archaeological team, faces smudged with dirt, meticulously uncovers history. The disturbed ground slowly reveals the charred remains of a root cellar, a silent testament to a forgotten past. Each careful shovelful peels back layers of time, revealing a deeper connection to the earth's secrets. The dig site pulsates with the weight of history, as ancient whispers rise from the dust. Amidst the charred debris, a small, elegant pearl comb emerges, a delicate ghost from the past. Its pristine beauty stands in stark contrast to the surrounding destruction, a silent testament to forgotten elegance. Nearby, a carpenter's measuring tool, scratched with the initials HC, lies partially buried. These poignant objects, once cherished, now bear witness to a tragic history, speaking volumes in their silence. A delicate, scorched fragment of paper, bearing the weight of untold secrets, rests silently. A gentle hand carefully brushes away dust, revealing hidden words beneath the surface. The first chilling words emerge. Cannot delay any longer. He suspects. The fragment reveals a dire warning. Would sooner see you dead than. A date, partially visible, adds to the mystery. April 7th. The fragile paper, a tangible link to a past danger, holds its secrets close. In the Philadelphia archives, a historian meticulously sifts through dusty, brittle records, her gloved fingers turning pages with immense care. The camera pushes in on a particular document, revealing a marriage certificate, its ink faded by time. The faded ink on the certificate reads, October 1847, Ellen Davis, Harold Carter, free colored persons. The names are unfamiliar, yet the dates resonate, aligning perfectly with the intricate story she is unraveling. A silent revelation dawns in her eyes, a connection made across centuries, hinting at a hidden past. A yellowed marriage record, aged by time, lies open, its fragile paper whispering of forgotten vows. A handwritten note on the document, the ink faded yet starkly legible, captures a chilling detail. The words reveal a woman, her voice tinged with a southern accent, her presence defined by fear. Her husband, a silent sentinel, watches the door, a palpable tension etched into his every line. Both figures are cloaked in an unsettling fear, their union, a hurried, desperate affair. The note, a stark testament to a desperate union, hints at a story far darker than the simple vows it records. Dust motes dance in shafts of light, illuminating the silent Philadelphia archives. Ancient, leather-bound ledgers and brittle documents are stacked high on a long table. My fingers trace faded script on a yellowed page, the past whispering its secrets. A single entry stands out. Relocation, possibly Canada, in 1853. A glimmer of hope. The next pages are starkly blank, the trail abruptly gone cold, a frustrating void. The heavy silence of the archives amplifies the void, a palpable sense of loss. In a sun-drenched Parisian apartment, an aging Gerard, frail and slow, sits at a worn wooden desk, a haunted look in his eyes. His trembling hand guides a pen across the pages of a leather-bound journal, each stroke a testament to a life lived. He pauses, his gaze fixed on a previous entry, a silent echo of a past decision. The words on the page are stark. I received word she was seen in Montreal. I will not pursue. A mask of weary resignation settles on his face, a lifetime of unspoken words etched into his features. The soft light of the Parisian day illuminates his sorrow, a silent witness to his enduring regret. In a dimly lit Paris apartment, Gerard lies frail in his deathbed, his labored breathing the only sound. His eyes are wide, fixed on an unseen horror, a distant terror etched onto his gaunt face. He whispers, "I dream of the cellar door open at 3 in the morning." A chilling confession escapes his lips. Some sins cannot cross an ocean. In a sun-dappled room, an elderly Wilkinson turns the fragile pages of a worn notebook, dust motes dancing in the light. His aged hands pause, tracing the shaky, familiar handwriting of the final entry, a history etched in time. A deep, melancholic sigh escapes his lips, a silent testament to a life lived and losses endured. The soft thud of the notebook closing echoes in the stillness as a voice whispers, "Some absences are louder than screams." Sunlight filters through the dense canopy of ancient cypress trees, their branches draped in Spanish moss. On the Duval Plantation lands, the land thrives as a wildlife preserve, a testament to nature's enduring power. No trace of the old mansion or cellar remains, swallowed by time and the encroaching wilderness. The Spanish moss hangs like ethereal curtains, swaying gently in the unseen breeze. The river flows with a serene grace, its surface reflecting the verdant banks and endless sky. Nature has reclaimed its own, a silent victory over the echoes of a forgotten past. Dusk settles over the Duval Plantation, the air thick with an almost palpable, subtle energy. Locals wander unhurriedly through the preserve, their heads cocked, listening intently. They seem to hear a sound just beyond the range of normal human hearing, a silent summons. A wispy mist rises from the river, snaking through the ancient trees, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Dusk bleeds across the Duval Plantation, painting the vast lands in dramatic hues of deep violet and fiery orange. The last rays of daylight cling to the horizon, casting long, ethereal shadows across the fields. A gentle breeze whispers through the landscape, carrying hushed voices, barely discernible. These aren't cries of anguish, but a low, urgent murmur. Just beyond the edge of clear perception, the air crackles with the sound of determined whispers, a symphony of planning and remembrance. An unseen conversation unfolds, weaving a tapestry of secrets into the deepening twilight. The Mississippi River at dusk, a vast expanse of dark, reflective water, shimmers with the day's last light. The ceaseless current of the ancient river flows, carrying an air of profound indifference. The river's enduring presence dominates the fleeting moments of human existence. The dark, reflective water stretches into the horizon, a timeless and powerful force. The screen fades to an absolute inky black, a void swallowing all light and sound. The official case remains abduction, but the silent landscape holds a darker truth. Fragments of history, a comb, a tool, whispered names refuse to settle in the quiet night. The story endures, not as a solved mystery, but as a haunting, acknowledged possibility. The final image is of the dark, silent landscape, forever guarding its chilling secrets.